Hey guys, I am here. It's Saturday morning makes. It's actually Friday evening, but I thought I'd film it now so I could actually post it maybe on time. So at the end of this video, you're going to see kind of some little things that I filmed yesterday. And then Margaret and I, of course, she did a cameo. So if you're interested in that, stay for that. Just showing how I made a couple of things as I was going. So anyway, and then I got, oh my God, you'd think Black Friday had hit already here. So, okay. But I just gotten these large gingerbread man from Jaded Blossom. And a large gingerbread girl. And I colored them up. I tried different things and they're so big that Copic coloring them wasn't coming out right. So I ended up with cardstock, just the brown, light brown, tan. You know what I'm trying to say, but I can't. Anywho, and then I just went around them with Distress Oxides. And the ones I use, I still have them out. Vintage Photo and Rusty Hinge, as well as Brushed Corduroy. So mainly, I don't think I use Rusty Hinge on these. I use that later. I'll show you in a little bit. So this was Doodlebug paper in the back. This is Diamond Press Slimline paper. And then these are some stickers I had. I don't know. I'm not very good about keeping everything. I've been doing this over a little bit of time. And found some plaid that I had, I think from Not Too Shabby. Is that it? Yep, Not Too Shabby. It's actually sitting there. Margaret just left. We went out to dinner. I made lunch. We had a great day. So anyway, the dinner. And she goes, she never complains about anything. I told her, you're the perfect friend. You do whatever I want. I like that. Whatever, we just get along so well. So I'm blessed. Okay, anyway. So I did the bow and this little bow here. How did I paper pieced it. So I stamped it and then cut it out. And then I did use my gel pens for the cheeks and the eyes. And yeah, I thought it turned out really, really cute. I put some twine out of these. They're just cardstock buttons. And it's a slimline. I haven't done the inside yet. But I did find an envelope that fits, so we're good there. So that is one thing I did. Then I'm going to show you. I do, in my video, have this shared, but I've added stuff since I videotaped it. So I had talked to Emma, and I said, what do you want for Christmas? My God. Kids, I know I had a lot of stuff, but oh my Lord. So anyway, I know this, I sound like a grandma, because I am one, right? Anyway, she says, Grandma, I want a craft box. I have a sewing box, but I don't have a craft box. And I think I've talked about this where I went to Michael's and I was gonna get one of their big boxes, and it's like, just seems, I wasn't real pleased with it. And if I was gonna cover it, why am I paying that much money? So I'm moving everything. I had this box something came from HSN, and I decorated it myself. I can't see what you're saying, but her favorite color now is yellow, so I found that yellow bow. And I talk about this, it'll come at the end of the video. But I added, since the video, some pom-pom trim. I'm kind of keeping it without paper on a lot of parts of it, because she's going to be handling this, and this going to not hold together. Plus this tucks in, so. And I did the front, another alley, those two pom-pom, or tulle, with the stars in yellow. So fun. But then I did the inside of the box. So I did the inside of the lid. And on my other video that I'm adding to the end shows you the paper I use. It was Old Recollections Craft Smart paper. But it was just perfect because I didn't want it Christmas because it's for year round. So Emma's craft box, and then I'm collecting things to go in it. So I did that yesterday before I went to my son's, and we had such a good time. You know, it was kind of funny. I thought, were we going to get, kind of sad or something? No, we had a great time. He and I can visit. It's like, he's my mini-me. So we get along really well and easy to get along with. He's a great guy. And he cooked a rotisserie chicken on one of those rompo peel. I used to have one back in the day. And it's just me, so I can't eat a whole chicken anymore. But, oh my God, it just, as it turns, you can find them at thrift stores. The juices go around. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Fresh green beans and, what else did he make? Mashed potatoes, gravy, and then he had little desserts for each, and one for each of us. So sweet, so thoughtful. I did good. I told my kids years ago, how you turn out as adults will be my report card. And I told them when they were older, I said, I get A+. You guys are awesome. So I'm very blessed. And yeah, so we ended up having a very good time. So I'm kind of digressing here. So then I got into the whole peach keen. I found, see, I stick things everywhere. Oh Lord, what did I do with, speaking of sticking, okay, here it is. So I had this set, Peachy Keen, and it is PKSD-009 Gingerbread Doll Die and Face Stamp. And they're these tiny, so you get this whole, you gotta run the whole thing through. I never did use the chef hat. But anyway, so I had to have to run it through a few times just to get it. And I just did most of it on white. And then, oh my gosh, the Peachy Keen face stamps, and you'll see them better when I show you the little dolls I made. So they're tiny. They're probably 1.5 inches tall. Oh, and sorry, I'm not very organized as usual. I also use my new 3-inch circle card die from My Creative Time. Love this. And so I got, so here's one that I did, and I punched a hole in the top so the person could use it as an ornament if they wanted, so I could put my twine in there. But here's some plaid paper. I'm not going to get out every, comes with the hair, the little, they're very crooked. Oh well. The heart, because I had a smooch there, so I used, is that a heart? No, I was trying for a heart, but it got squished. Anyway, so there he is. So I just made these, and this is out of the, I think from the brown cardstock. No, some of them, no, I did it on white because it kept coming out with white, and I would just run them through, I put on plastic the Distress Oxides. I just kind of squish it on there, and then just run them through, just rub them into it. That's how I did it, right? And it came up with, and then smeared it around. So cute. So I did that one. This one, I thought, oh, I'll see if I have any stickers. So I found a Recollections hat, and that real Santa hat. But anyway, their faces are so cute. And then this comes from a paper pad that I just got from My Creative Time that I'll share in a minute here. It is, so Emma did the first version was with the pastels, and this one's your traditional Christmas. And I think Jill Norwood, the host of this collab, asked for the traditional, and so Emma did it. So thank you, Jill, for doing that, because I'm into the traditional more this year. So anyway, and then I used my Snow Rider pen I'd recently purchased, and this, all that came from the paper pad was this little inside. Then I have a bunch of ribbon, American Crafts, and then Merry Christmas. So, and all my little sentiments for these guys came from my Not Too Shabby recently haul. So they come with all these wonderful sentiment stamps. So sentiment, not cinnamon, sentiment stamps. So I use those. So there's that one. Oh my gosh. And then you can get it with this little, it comes with this little hat, and I found a pom-pom that I had. In that, look at that face. Oh my gosh. And then I did just regular twine and some paper. This is Hobby Lobby, the flowered one I just gotten. Anywho, and then it says Merry Everything. And I've been getting into, I said this last time, and nobody, usually if I mention a channel, then I'll try to remember to put it in the description. But anyway, My Creative Muse, M-U-S-E, is awesome. She's done a bunch of videos about the Black Friday online sales, but also gives great tips, and she embosses with Gina K or Altenew Obsidian black ink, and then goes over it with embossing powder, and it just kind of gives it that shine and looks nice. So there's this little guy and his little hat, and then these are the little clay pieces. All of this stuff came with the die. Then I did this one with a little plaid paper behind, and that also was from the Not Too Shabby Shop plaid. So my new favorites are Scrap Diva Designs, Not Too Shabby, and My Creative Time. They're getting my retirement funds. No, I'm kidding them. I'm doing fine. But anyway, twine again, and I just tied a little bow, and then they could hang this if they wanted, like an ornament. And I love the bow it came with, and I did Copic coloring on that, and then went over with a gel glitter pen, and then Merry Everything in that one. So it's a tag / card, right? This one. Okay, so I did, she looks like she got burnt, right? And I wasn't going to use it. Then I put this face. She's like, oh no, save me. I ended up being my favorite one, the one I was going to throw away. Oh, and these are Jolie's little holly pieces that I had in my stash. Merry Christmas behind, but I think her expression on her face is just adorable. And yeah, the little resin pieces, clay pieces, rather, shaker. I think I got them all on Allie. And hers says Gingerbread Hugs. And that's all coming from the Not Too Shabby that I just recently got. And then I did this one. Look at his little cheeks. So I went in with Distress Ox. This is the, God, why can't I think of the light brown? Oh my gosh, my brain. I swear to God, I can't remember anything. Anyway, this is the Not Too Shabby plaid. Now that's a shiny paper, but it really, you don't really notice. It doesn't bother me. Anyway, and I did red stickles here. And this color is Christmas red. Well, that makes sense. And then I had some of this twine stuff, and I think this was green tinsel, and I think this is way back when, but Target. The bullseye or whatever. So there we go. Isn't that adorable though? Oh my gosh, these little peachy keen. If you haven't gotten them, you should get them. They're so cute. Oh, and then inside this one, I always end up with something on everything. So I had found these, and I have these little drawers where I keep a lot of my Christmas stuff. I mean, Christmas is a big corner of my room, right? All year round. So anyway, and I had this little bag of these guys. So I put him over the blooper. So there are those. So I made 1, 2. So I colored them and put them together yesterday, and then today I put them on cards. Very fun. And Margaret made the coffee cups from Scrap Diva Designs, so she had fun with that. Okay, then Jill Norwood again. I'm telling you, you gotta be careful who you watch because they're influencers. But Peachy Keen stamps again, another favorite. Peachy Keen is what it's called. Well, they came out with acrylic stamps in this one set, but you could also still get it in the digital, and I just decided to go with the digital. And oh my gosh. Now the browns, I found these Spectra that I think I'd gotten for skin tones. A little dark, but that's okay. And then I did it in the colors they did with kind of a minty BG colors and light pinks. Isn't she adorable? And so my goal is to now turn these into cards. I should put something behind them. And look at she, in her pocket, she has the little dolls. Look at him looking up at her. Oh my gosh. So cute. So and then I just fussy cut her out because she's a digital. So I can make her any size I want. This one's kind of, I'm not so sure about the hair. But anyway, I ended up, I did some gray and I thought, well, now she looks like a little old lady. So then I put some violet pink tones, RV colors in there, red, violet. And actually, I think it turned out pretty cute. And so there she is when I put a little bit of red on her cheeks and dots. And there her doll is a lot lighter, so it stands out. And I had her, because some of them they show this part, you know, a lot of it being brown, but I wanted it to be her dress. So I went ahead and made it her dress. And there's her little shoes. So I followed the coloring on the site. They show finished. You could actually order these digitally already colored. If you don't want to fuss with coloring, you got them ready. And I might even do that just for quick and easy. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, more. So these guys are a little taller. I don't really do well with knowing what size of things. Anyway. And so I colored the little boy in. So I gave him, and I think I show this in part of my upcoming part of this video. But anyway, put the stickles, and this is what I've been using is what's down here, crystal stickles. And so it just looks like icing. It's a little teeny cute. Oh my gosh. His little shoes. So again, I just fussy cut him out, and I need to get them on cards or tags or something. This one I really, really like. And she was done in the traditional reds and greens. And so she's got the little candy gumdrop on the top of her head. The icing, and there I did her little, so now I looked back and they had done the inside of her mouth red and her tongue pink, but I realized that after. It's got a little jumper on with an apron. So I did not color these, but the white icing, but there were times where I was, you know, what color we get on it. So I just went over anywhere where a little bit of color from the Copic markers got on the white, and just colored over it with a gel. This is the one I think, a Jelly Roll by Sakura, and that just covers it up. So we're good to go. And here's the red glitter pen. This is, I've had in my stash for a long time. It's running out of glitter gel pen by American Crafts. And so that's adds some shine to things. So yeah, I had a really good time making these, and now I just gotta turn them into cards. Okay, so it's going to be a super long video because I also have other stuff that I'm going to add to it. So, all right, guys, take care, and I'll be back with a few hauls. All right, see you in a bit. Bye. All right, Margaret's here crafting. Black Friday.
My first 4-ounce coffee cup holder.
Pretty. Out of that one paper pack she has.
Yep. Everything like except the ribbon came from my paper pack.
Let's show the top. Oh, very cute. Didn't she do a nice job? But then she figured out you could just fold this. It just didn't have the sides.
Yep. I was looking at an SGV. I didn't actually.
SVG.
Okay.
Get it right.
Yeah. I figured out how to do it.
So I guess you could say it wrong. Anyway, we got the cutting board up, the countertop thing going. We had BLTs.
I'm whipping out my second one now. I figured to be sure I get it down, got to do another.
So are you going to get it down so you can make another one on your own?
Yeah.
Are you taking my dice?
No. I don't know.
I don't think
no, because you're using your die.
Well, yeah, I just was going to clarify that.
So...
All right.
No, I'm not planning on taking your die. Not today, anyway.
Just how to make sure. Anyway, we're having fun. We got coffee. We've had lunch. Crafting away. Listening to Christmas music, and I got it's a mess here, as I've always said. But watch, I had this on last year behind me once. Look at the TV. We have Christmas music going, but I have to turn it off when I film because I get dinged. So yeah, got it all going on. And I am adding my little gingies that I showed earlier to circle cards.